Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. How are we, guys? Bit of an upset tonight. I certainly didn't see that coming. I was pretty confident with the Lions, but the Pies have got it done. So just another tip that I get wrong at the start of the round. My margin is cooked already. I always have a shit margin, but anyway. School's done. Shorty's on holidays. We love to see it. So, yeah, had finish at 1:30 today. No students today, and then just rolled into Little Creatures for a couple of beverages and then just watched the footy. So, yeah, even had a little KFC nuggets and chips combination for dinner. That's filthy sort of stuff, but thought I'd treat myself. I'm about to absolutely launch into an Easter bunny as well, but didn't have time because there's a few bits and pieces on for the day. Didn't have time to do this one before the start of the game, so I want to do that one now and have it out for you for the old Good Friday. Now, I don't think there was much in the teams. Like, there was a few bits and pieces, but I went through it before and I don't think there was stacks. A lot of people trading in Harry Mackay. I just want to say off the top, I don't really like that idea. I get what you're doing. Like, it's a quick little cash job, and we've got a lot more trade. So I sort of see the point, but he's just every chance to score 40 as he is 120, and I don't really like the concept of trading in players with a clear plan to already trade them out in the next 2 or 3. I don't really like that. I'll talk about one guy who I think's a must-have. In our forward line. Samberry, that one hurts, so he's got to go. I'll walk you through my trades. Parrish comes back, which might help some people's draft teams. Sardis just hasn't worked out, has he? And then, of course, we knew about Caulfield. McRae comes back. And we'll still have to wait for the Monday teams, of course. So I had a few names that I wanted to talk about and just discuss. I thought I had it up. I had to restart the computer, didn't I? Where is it? So a few of the names, I'll just go through them, no particular order. Look, Tom Powell is the guy I wanted to talk about. And I'll admit, I was slow to the party on this fella. I did not realise he was 312. And Langers, I can hear you out there, mate. You're yelling at me. I'm sorry. But look, 93% centre bounce time last week. Now, that was my only concern about him was, Simpkin come back. Are others in front of him, but he's like a main man in there. I mean, more time than Wardlaw. He's on equal pegging with Davies-Uniacke, and Simpkin was back in the side. So that's huge. I think at 312, we got to go with him. We're struggling for anything in our forward lines, let alone a guy at 300k who could average in the 90s. So I'm locking him in. Jordan Dawson, just hold the faith, guys. He started a bit slow, don't get me wrong, but no need to trade him out. He'll be a keeper. He'll be a premium. Hold your fire on that. John Newcombe, though, is a different question. Got to get rid of him. He's been a player that I was so close to starting him as well because I thought he'd come out and average around 105, 110. Didn't go with him, and he started with 266s. Now, that ain't good. So he's got to go. And look, same said for Hayden Young. And I think for Hayden Young, it's a clear-cut one for me. Get rid of him for D'Ambrosio or, if you've already got him. Actually, you probably don't want to go that far down. You want to go Elliot Yeo or Wanganeen Miller if you're going down. And clearly, if you're going up, Stewart or Ryan are some of the more popular ones. Lockie Whitfield, you could tempt me. Obviously not for this week because he's got the bye. But the thing with Young and Newcombe, it's not to necessarily write them off as they're going to have a shocking year that they're not going to play well. Like, even Young is playing in the midfield. It's a decent role, but we got 40 trades, so we can sort of use them in a more share market style of play. So they're going to leak huge amounts of coin. And I think, if they bounce back and we rode the wave and they didn't lose too much coin because they pump out a few 90s and 100s over the next 3-4 weeks, credit to you for sticking strong with them, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It may. I think they'll come good at some stage, but what we do know is they're going to drop in price. So let's play it a bit like the share market. I think we've got to get rid of them because their price is going to absolutely plummet. Zack Fisher, a few people were talking about him, wanting to trade him to get him Powell. Like, I think you do need Powell, but Fisher turned up last week. I mean, his first week was poor, but his role looks great. So I'm optimistic about him as well, even though I did trade him out week 1. We talked about Young. Nick Martin, I can understand why you would trade him out. I can understand the frustration. You could go Jack Steele. You could go Matt Crouch. I mean, I've got Carl Amon. I'm going to have a bit of a play around with it. I think I'm going to go Amon down to Powell and then Young up to Stewart or Ryan. And then I want to go Berry. I'm not sure. Maybe Berry to Jeremy Sharp. I don't 100% know what I'm going to do with Berry because that was just one that came at me this evening. So originally I was just going to do 2 trades, but I think I'm going to have to, go for another one there. But Nick Martin, I could see why you would, but I'm backing him in. So he's had plenty of the footy over the first couple of weeks. Didn't use it too well the first week. He's definitely a more uncontested player. Doesn't get a stack of intercepts, but I did guarantee you a century last week and he let me down by 7 points. So I'm guaranteeing the ton this week. Guarantee it. Guarantee the 3 figures from Nick Martin this weekend. We talked about Newcombe, and even Brody Grundy was causing some people to be like, do I trade him out for Tristan Cherry? Cherry's going well, but let's not get carried away. It was only a few weeks ago we were pumping Grundy's tyres up like no other. The bloke's back. He's on fire. Yeah, he's been a bit quiet the last 2, but I don't think we want to trade our premiums. A lot of people are sort of talking like, I've got to get this guy, I've got to get Powell, or I've got to get whoever, and sort of trading out premiums. Like, I'm all for making some hard calls, like on maybe a Fife or a Nick Martin, but let's not trade out Jordan Dawson, or there were some others, like people were saying, do I trade out Flanders to get Luke Jackson? No, please God, no. Let's not do that. I think they're the main points of concern. Young's going to go, like I said, Yo or Wanganeen Miller if you're going down, and there's plenty of premiums to pick from if you're going up. Jack Steele, Matt Crouch about to be on the move. I think we've got to find a way to get in Jackson, Heaney, Flanders, and Powell. I think they're a clear 4 that we've got to have in that forward line, which is otherwise really, really tough. And then just use this week to get anything that you may have missed. If you missed a rookie or you missed a player that you feel like, gee, they might be a premium, get them now before the price really changes. That's what we've got to do. So I've got to paper up a few cracks. I think the side's okay. Like, I am happy with it. There's been a couple that I've got wrong. The midfield is disappointing me. The midfield's real light on. That'll be where I'll have to make a lot of amendments, but I think I can do that quickly. There's already a few midfielders that are dropping in price, or at least they look like they will. So we'll have to see. But another week. Enjoying the buys. It's going to be a constant frustration. So it's first 18 again. In terms of this VC and C, I really like Gawn on the Saturday night. And then, look, Bontempelli could definitely go. Some people are going Isaac Heaney. I don't know. So I didn't go Dacos tonight, and I don't know what he scored. I feel like it would have been around the 110. Yeah, 112, so it's pretty solid. But not for a VC. Harry Sheasel does tempt you because he can go big. Luke Jackson could be the play. Could be a bit of ruck talk this week for me. Maybe Jackson into Gawn. You could definitely go Steele or Merritt as well. Good options. Who have the Swans got? Nank's back, isn't he? Yes. Anyway, I think that I might have a bit of a ponder, but at the moment I'm feeling Jackson into Gawn. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. But, yeah, just wanted to smash this one out before it got too late on me. And, we'll be back. I'll have my final trades tomorrow on TikTok. So I'll put that up as a YouTube Shorts as well. Have a good weekend, guys. Cheers.